Andrew Lees filmed his life in London to show the people of Madagascar. Here he describes his journey out, some of the last pictures of him.
Demain matin, à 5 heures, je départ ici, au aéroport, après à Paris, and then à Madagascar, and then to Fort Dauphin, Tolinaro, where I will show you these pictures about where I live in London and some of the people I know and my kind of life. I'll see you soon.
The campaign's director for Friends of the Earth took this footage a few days before he died. With a colleague and a camera, Andrew Lees travelled to Madagascar to capture its beauty on film and to show the world how it was about to be destroyed. A mining project by British multinational Rio Tinto Zinc plans to devastate the island's rich and unique ecosystem. Andrew's partner, Christina Rengo, knew how important this campaign was to him.
Madagascar was a really important country for Andrew. He knew that it contained a phenomenal diversity of plant and animal life, and he knew that would be threatened if this huge RTZ mine went ahead and devastated this large forest area. And he was very concerned about that because he knew that this place was of unique global importance. There are species there that are not found anywhere else on the planet, and he was very, very concerned about that.
Madagascar offers a host of endemic species of flora and fauna, valuable not only because they can't be found anywhere else in the world, but also because they provide a rare genetic base for medicine. The Madagascar periwinkle is the basis for the treatment of leukemia used the world over. RTZ wants to mine these forests to get at the black sand that lies underneath them. The black sand provides RTZ with titanium dioxide, which is used to create the colour white in industrial products such as paint, plastics and rubber. In neighbouring South Africa, RTZ are already carrying out open-cast mining on a massive scale. This is the destruction that faces Madagascar. Each year the mining is moving further and further up the coast, where it will threaten the potential World Heritage Site on the eastern shores of Lake St. Lucia. Environment impact studies have ruled against any open-cast development, but Ulf Derner, head of the St. Lucia Alliance in Europe, says RTZ is turning a blind eye.
Rio Tinto Zinc has lost a lot of its credibility. No doubt that mining is necessary, no doubt that they have done great contributions. But if you do not abide by the rules, if you do not follow the rules, and you simply, once recommendations come out which are not to your liking, and you simply ignore it, I mean, what's the use of talking to each other? That's not fair play at all.
As RTZ seems to be proceeding regardless, campaigners like Ian Player are organising an international fight to protect St. Lucia and then Madagascar.
I have always believed, and so do my colleagues, that we work for the world. We don't only work for South Africa. In the same way that Yellowstone and Yosemite National Parks belong to the world, we believe that Lake St. Lucia belongs to the world. And that's why there is now a worldwide campaign against the mining. And I might add that exactly the same thing will apply insofar as Madagascar is concerned.
Back in Madagascar, Andrew Lees filmed the first signs of RTZ's looming presence on the island. These dunes used to be coastal forests. RTZ attempted replanting, but it's useless. The RTZ plan would transform these pristine lagoons into an industrial centre. A processing factory will be built, as well as a port to accommodate the ships carrying the titanium dioxide. This sacred burial ground and other important cultural and historical sites would be swept away, and the development would affect the livelihood of the local people. This lake, which provides drinking water for the inhabitants of Fort Dauphin, is in danger of becoming salinated by the mining operation. But Madagascar, a former French colony, is desperate for foreign currency and needs a short-term cash injection, even though it would wreck the long-term potential for developing tourism. Andrew Lees interviewed a local tour operator to get his views on the future of Madagascar. He said, "The choice of Fort Dauphin for the mining project would ruin the most beautiful part of Madagascar. Colleagues at Friends of the Earth are committed to continuing Andrew's work, according to Tony Juniper.
This is one of the most important campaigns we've ever waged. It stands out head and shoulders above other forest wrecking projects that we've fought in developing countries. In this case, we can see the elimination of entire species in the offing. It said that in the environmental impact assessment. Andrew Lees knew the importance of this campaign. He knew the importance of winning it, and we will see it through to the end. Rio Tinto Zinc can try all it likes to throw us off the scent by being ambiguous, by being circumspect. We will be there right through to the end. This project will not go ahead.
For Christine Orengo, saving the forest where Andrew died would be a fitting tribute to his memory.
For those of us who love Andrew and who are inspired by his incredible determination to stop the RTZ mine and to protect the forests, it's really important that we continue this campaign and that we fight to protect this area. After all, it was an issue that he cared so much about that he gave his life for it. One year later, and the Ecology Centre, dedicated to Andrew's memory, is about to be opened. I returned to Madagascar with my sister Yvonne and a friend Angela from Friends of the Earth, who did the filming. The finishing touches were just being made to the Research and Training Institute. Restoration had been going on for the last 8 months, thanks to thousands of pounds of donations to the Andrew Lees Memorial Trust. This is the first of several buildings which are planned and just in need of funding. The centre will provide scholarships for local students to learn about their environment and raise awareness among the local people. So rather than strangers coming in from abroad and talking about the uniqueness of Madagascar, locally trained conservationists will be able to work hand in hand with the villagers, sharing problems, helping to fight poverty and protect the forests. This will also encourage ecotourism as a sustainable alternative to the mining project. Tour operator Patrick Aubert told me of the advantages of ecotourism.
Tourism is currently experiencing a period of expansion. In 1994, we had approximately 9,000 tourists. In 1995, we had 14,000, with a revenue of approximately 14 million French francs, 3 times more than what the mining operators are proposing.
Even if the mining goes ahead, the newly trained Malagasy conservationists will closely monitor its impact. This is an important role, welcomed by the government official Jibo Bathelmi.
On the one hand, the mining project is good, but on the other hand, the people are afraid of illness, because apparently there will be toxins, with the zircon and ilmenite. There will be radioactivity. But in reality, the people want the mine to go ahead, but strict controls are necessary.
At the opening ceremony, it was my privilege to unveil the plaque which dedicated the centre to Andrew's memory, a proud and fitting tribute. The training centre's activities are coordinated by environmentalist Mark Fenn.
Our main ideas were linked to providing educational opportunities within this region for young Malagash, but also based on a lot of the experiences of conservation organizations here in Madagascar, where we're having, there's a shortage of trained conservation professionals. To the extent that we can train locals, it's very important.
One of the first tasks of the students will be to survey the forest, waterways and habitats, to assess not only the damage, but also the resources available, such as medicinal plants or resins, which could stimulate local industry. I know the centre is crucial to the future protection of this beautiful island, but it needs continued financial support. Please help us to preserve Madagascar.
Olha, riva, riva, tem um ambu de bala, ni frasha, pouco dano, ni bela cena, sua, bela cena,